Okay, so about 4 or 5 days ago, I verified this level, Cryptopolis. I'm just making this guide because most of the difficulty is from knowing what the hell you're even supposed to do. So, first I'll talk about these triggers, what to do for these, and then this memory is kind of self-explanatory, but I'll also go over that. So for these toggle triggers, there are 4 sets of toggle triggers. So there's these are all one set: red, orange, yellow, green, and then it's the same colors but darker. This is the second set. This is the third set: blue, cyan, purple, pink, and then the fourth set, same colors but darker: blue, cyan, purple, pink. Each of these sets, you'll need to hit one trigger and not hit any of the other ones. If you hit like 2 of them and 1 of them is right, then you'll die, because you need to only hit the correct one. So each set, there'll be one randomly picked trigger that you need to hit, and there's a different indicator for each set. So for this first one, it will be, I believe, this block. Yeah, so for the first set of triggers, it will be this block will pulse. It will either pulse red, yellow, green, or red around when you're doing this wave spam. So it will pulse the color, and then whatever color it pulses, that's the one you need to hit. And then you can't hit any of them else. Also, these will be rotating in random directions, so you need to kind of sight read how to hit them too, which can be pretty tricky, but whatever color this block pulses, right when it's pulsing red, this block will pulse either red, green, yellow, or orange, and whatever color that is, that's the trigger you hit for this first set. So for the second set of toggle triggers, these glow bars are what's going to indicate that. So it's whatever the third one from the top is. The other 3 don't matter, they're just there to distract you. It's the third bar from the top, whatever color this flashes, that's the trigger you're going to hit. So here it flashes red, which means for the second set of triggers, I would hit this toggle trigger. For the third set, the indicator is going to be a background pulse that will be right. It will be the background will turn cyan, green, black, and then it will pulse the random color, whatever color that is, will be what you hit here. So here it was cyan, so it's going to be randomized each time, but cyan, it is what it pulsed. It will pulse black, and then it will pulse the color. So the color after it turns black, that is the color that will indicate what trigger you hit. So it's cyan there, which means we would be hitting the cyan trigger. And then the indicator for the last set is this spike. Whatever this spike will pulse right about when your player is here, right where this cube portal is pretty much. This spike will pulse a random color, and then whatever color that spike pulses, that's what you hit for the last trigger. It is kind of difficult to tell between purple and pink, so just really make sure, if it's purple or pink, that really make sure that you saw it correctly, because it is kind of hard to tell. I've died a lot to the triggers because I misinterpreted pink as purple or vice versa. And then, if you didn't see already, this dual section ship thing, this is all fake. If you go into this cube, you die to this 4 spike jump. You have to stay as a single wave, go above here, and then do this as a wave, do this cube part as a wave. And then this part is also randomized, whether you need to go up, middle, or down. you'll see here there's an up, middle, down arrow, and these like pulsing objects. It'll randomize between, basically what you're looking for is it'll randomize these spikes here, whichever pillar the outermost spikes are. So you can see these spikes are pretty close together, these spikes are slightly further apart, and these spikes are the furthest apart. And it's randomized each time. Whichever pillar have the furthest apart spikes, that is what corresponds to which of these you go through. So if it was in this third pillar here, then you would go down, and then you have to hit the triggers based on the indicators, and that's pretty much the first full part. I'll just do a no-clip run to demonstrate at half speed so I can explain. Okay, so I'm looking at this block, it pulsed green, so I'll have to remember that. And then we look at the third glow bar, like I said, it's pulsing red, so our combination is green-red so far. This background is just pulsed black, and it pulsed, I believe that was pink, and then that is pink. So our combination is green, red, pink, pink, and these spikes are in the middle. These outermost, where the outermost spikes are, they're in the middle column, which corresponds to the middle path. These arrows tell you which is which. So I'll just do this in quarter speed just to make sure I get the triggers right. You'll see no clip deaths there, that means it's the right path. Our pattern was green, red, pink, and pink. And if I did that right, I'll turn off no clip. We should be good. Yes. And then yeah, you have to do that consistency. And yeah, that's the first half of the level done. That is definitely the hardest part to learn, but once you learn it, hopefully you'll be able to pass it. So for the second half, it is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll still cover all there really is to know. First of all, the first 4 arrows are always going to be up. Guaranteed every single time. The first 4 arrows are always going to be pointing up, so you don't need to like pay attention to them. What I personally do is when I'm looking at these arrows, I will wait until I see a down arrow. So if it's like 6 ups, for example, I think that's what it was in the verification, I'll go, okay, so there's a down, and then I'll just remember everything from the down arrow past that, and I'll go, oh, there's 4 of those, so that means the first 6 are up, and then it's, you know, whatever it is after that, like down, up, down, up. So that's how I do these first 10 arrows. The first 4 are guaranteed to be up, and then you'll probably get a couple more. Okay, so when I'm looking at the arrows, I'll see, okay, so the first down arrow I saw, that's when I started keeping track. I saw down, down, up, up. And since that's 4 arrows, and there's 10 total, that means the first 6 were up. The first 4 are always guaranteed to be up, or since I saw down, down, up, up, and everything else before that was up, then I know, okay, so there's 6 ups, and then down, down, up, up, that adds to 10. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then after that, every 5 like arrows, you'll get the next part of the sequence. So I'm saying, okay, it's down, up, 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 up. So I'll go down, up, down, up, up, and you know, you just follow the arrows up. I didn't catch that. So it's up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then hopefully that's correct. Yes. So if you get it correct, you'll get through and you'll beat the level. Not much to really say about this part. You just have to follow the arrows. But yeah, that's how you beat Cryptopolis.